Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into a modern digital mystery, a phenomenon that absolutely took over the internet. We're going to unravel the wild story of Jimothy, the raccoon that fooled the internet. Now, you might be thinking this is just a fun little story about a cute animal. And, well, it definitely started out that way. But it's actually a fascinating case study in how incredibly fast digital media is evolving, and honestly, how easily our own eyes can deceive us. So let's just dive right in.
Picture this. You wake up, you roll over, grab your phone, and suddenly, you are seeing one tiny raccoon absolutely everywhere you look. We've all been there, right? You open your favorite app, and out of nowhere, the algorithm has just decided that you, and literally everyone else on the planet, need to see the exact same thing. It's sudden, it's totally inescapable, and in this specific case, it was just incredibly charming. Before you even knew what was happening, this little guy was dominating your feed, and you just couldn't scroll past without watching.
Millions of people were actively sharing his videos. We aren't talking about some niche corner of the internet or a tiny dedicated community of animal lovers. No, this was a massive, global, cultural moment. And the speed at which this happened, it's honestly staggering when you really think about it. Millions of people all over the world, completely unified by their shared obsession with this one specific raccoon. It's a huge testament to the sheer power of social media to take a single subject and catapult it to global fame in the blink of an eye.
So, who exactly was this furry little rising star? Well, his name was Jimothy, and the clips, they showed him doing just the most adorable things, like politely eating grapes. But then other videos took it a step further, showing him actually hugging people. Some viewers even pointed out that he was behaving almost like a human. It was just this perfect storm, you know? Maximum cuteness mixed with highly unusual, super engaging behavior. Within just a matter of hours, these specific antics propelled Jimothy into becoming one of the internet's absolute biggest viral stars. His explosive rise to fame was fueled entirely by these unbelievable clips.
All right, let's move into part 2, spotting the visual clues, the investigation.
Now, what's really interesting here is that right at the absolute peak of Jimothy's fame, something strange happened. While millions of us were just happily enjoying the cute videos, digital experts started looking a little closer. And when they did, they began to notice some really unusual details. Now, these weren't glaring errors that you or I would catch while casually doom-scrolling. No, these were tiny, almost imperceptible glitches in the matrix. The kind of tiny details you only catch when you stop, pause the video, and really truly analyze what's right in front of you.
So, let's look at the detective board. Here is exactly what they found. First off, his paws. They actually looked different between frames. If you slowed it down frame by frame, the anatomy of the raccoon seemed to physically shift and change in impossible ways. Second, the shadows didn't match reality. The lighting hitting Jimothy just did not correspond with the environment he was supposedly standing in. And third, his movements just looked almost too perfect. He didn't have that natural, slightly unpredictable twitchiness of a real wild animal. Instead, his motion was just incredibly, unnaturally smooth. Put those 3 points together, and experts had a very compelling case that something was fundamentally wrong with these videos.
So all of those weird details, the shifting paws, the physically impossible shadows, the overly perfect movements, they all led to one massive question. Is Gemini real, or is he completely AI-generated? Just imagine the absolute shock of realizing that this adorable viral star you and millions of your friends had been sharing all morning might not even exist in the physical world. Which brings us to the big twist, the artificial intelligence reveal. Yep, millions of viewers were completely fooled by artificial intelligence. The technology behind these videos has gotten so incredibly realistic, so highly polished, that the general public literally couldn't tell the difference anymore. Millions of people trusted their own eyes. They saw a raccoon eating a grape, and they 100% believed it was a real raccoon eating a real grape. It's a pretty profound realization about exactly where our technology currently stands today. Now, to be fair, it wasn't just a simple, straightforward hoax where absolutely everything was fake. When journalists really dug into the situation, they found a super fascinating nuance. It turns out some of the base videos of a raccoon were actually genuine, but, and this is a big but, many of the most viral clips, the specific ones that drove Jimothy to massive internet stardom, like the hugs and the human-like behavior, those had been entirely created using artificial intelligence. So reality and AI were all mixed up together, which made the deception so much harder to spot.
So what exactly are we dealing with here? Well, AI video generation is technology that creates highly realistic visual media, rapidly blurring the line between reality and fiction. We aren't talking about basic 90s computer graphics or simple video editing tricks here. This is highly advanced technology capable of generating wildly believable photorealistic moving images from scratch, or just seamlessly altering existing ones. Understanding this tech is absolutely crucial to grasping the sheer magnitude of what just happened.
And that leads us perfectly into our final section, the future of reality.
Because at the end of the day, this isn't just a story about one cute raccoon, it's literally a glimpse into the future. The reason this matters so much is that Jimothy was essentially a proof of concept. He was a wildly successful test run proving that millions of people can be easily, seamlessly convinced by AI-generated video. What started as a fun social media trend is actually a very serious warning for all of us about how we consume information and whether we can continue to just inherently trust our own eyes when we're scrolling through our feeds.
Just look at the trajectory we're on right now. The escalation is wild. Today it's Jimothy, right? A fake, cute animal that harms nobody but fools everybody. Tomorrow? Well, tomorrow it could be a human influencer. We are staring down a future where AI can create celebrities that never even existed, selling real products to real people. And someday down the line, distinguishing reality from AI might become almost impossible. We're moving from a world of fake, cuddly animals to a world where the very fabric of digital reality is entirely up for debate.
So, as we wrap up this explainer today, I really want to leave you with one final, provocative thought to chew on. Maybe the real question we should be asking ourselves isn't whether Jimothy the raccoon is real. The real question is, are we ready for a world where reality itself can be generated? It's a massive, incredibly complex question that we are all going to have to navigate together. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. Keep questioning what you see, keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.